All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans. I am WXFan21. I am joined by the legend, Seffi. What's up, Seffi?
WX fan 21. That's me. That's
There
me.
you go.
You're WX fan, and I will be WX fan. What's going on?
I love it. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a good one. Looking forward to doing comms with you. But we have one of the heavy hitters now on the stream. This is Nitro's first time in this tournament getting to see some official action. Nitro versus Edible Toaster. We'll go into the seeds and all that later, but big shout out to Unforeseen Menace on the tracking. And shout out to Aussie for the setup. This is Varia plus movement. This was Nitro's mode pick, Nitro being the higher seed. Elected to pick second, which means he got the first pick, but the second veto. Toaster banned Gravity 9+1. Nitro banned no objectives and picked Varia plus movement. And nice West Ocean start.
Yeah, this one's a little tricky. Thankfully, the high jump and the ice beam helps out a lot, at least to try to get that first item. That is an E-tank, and it could pay off in the long run. They don't really have to worry about heated runs, thankfully, because that that Varia start does a lot of carrying.
They are going to have to be pretty conservative when it comes to their underwater movement. And Nitro being able, if this is his map pick, clearly picking this for a reason, so he's probably very comfortable with any kind of gravityless water rooms.
For sure.
Had to reset.
Nitro is definitely the favored runner in between these two runners. Also, like you already pointed out, he's a Titan, so he's also one of the favorites to take it all potentially because he has some really incredible times as far as map Rando goes. So shout outs to him. We'll see what Edible Toaster is capable in. I mean, you never know. We've seen upsets, and the volatility of map Rando just goes so hard.
Oh, it absolutely does. So let's just talk about it. Now, Nitro, in this particular tournament, is the number 3 seed.
Only.
Which is insane, considering I think it was the inaugural tournament, he was like 6, 7, or 8. And he just continued to dominate like he was just seated way too low. Toaster comes in as the 30 seed, beating Barry in round number 1, 2-1. Towards game number 2, we'll get into all the information we have about the new silver and bronze brackets that we've been teasing. But more on this interesting start. Seffi, just looking at the rooms we see here, we got Forgotten Highway, we got West Ocean that we can't get down because we have no morph. What's running through your mind right now? Like, where would you be going?
Well, the thing is, Nitro did pick up morph over at the moat that we see Toaster is going to pick up right now. But still, just to point out, all these rooms are pretty gross. We just saw him go through threading the needle. It's possible that the runners have to go through the escape room. I think it's like escape 3 room or whatever. That big room that everyone hates walking through.
Yeah, with the acid. I just call it the final Torian escape room, and it's brutal. Especially doing that in reverse.
Right. That's the one. So all these, like, it's good to get these out of the way so that you don't see them later, because they can cause like some huge backtracks and let me see here, and some huge routing issues. Nitro utilizing, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure this could be just a meme, but I think Nitro's one of the fastest and best map navigators of all time. So the fact that he has that down works in his favor, and you won't be seeing any like extended pause times.
No, not at all. So it's a good thing we saw the save station. One thing I want to point out is if you all got a chance to look at that map, and I know Nitro didn't look at the map that long, we only had a couple majors. But Sephi, the amount of miners that we had here in Meridia
Mhm.
would not surprise me to see both of these racers go for a good chunk of those miners.
Yeah, being able to like really look at the layout and see what you can try to prioritize as far as like minor items. See, so we're looking at it again. We'll get a better look. The top right has the majors. So, okay. So, from the looks of it, here's that room that we were talking about. And this is the ugly room that I guess it's kind of good if it's forced because that means both runners have to do it, eventually. Like
Yep.
you have to follow suit. So that's not as bad. That sort of play does favor the more experienced runner. But if this branched off into something else, it could spell a lot of time lost. If the check doesn't pay off.
Correct. Let's see how Nitro does. Beautiful
Awesome.
play through Precious Room. This is going to be a double major. Hello, Plasma.
Okay, so now with Plasma in his possession, that might also somewhat influence how many minor items they pick up.
Yep, and there's bombs. Okay, so good items to get. Bombs and Plasma. It's now gonna go reverse through this room. That's a royal pain. This room that you're talking about here, so the final Torian Escape Room 3, whatever you want to call it. This room in regular runs, it's like, don't want to go through it if you don't have to. The same way you don't want to do Lava Dive, Amphitheater, these big annoying rooms. If you can avoid them if at all possible, do so.
For sure. Yes, it's just more often than not, you just kind of want to like be able to zoom past every room because every room is just kind of an obstacle, so to speak. And the bigger the rooms are, or the more complex, the more that they require for you to do. Of course, it's just kind of it eats away at the time, and all these competitors are speedrunners, and we know that we aren't trying to wait for anything.
No, we're not going to wait around for anything. So Nitro going to go back, get this save, and it would not surprise me now with bombs and Plasma in his possession. He is going to make a play for the bottom of West Ocean, and then I believe the only door we saw was the wrecked ship.
Right. So this is still really good. This is not what Toaster's gonna want. Because if the seeds don't branch out and there's not a lot of diversity here, he's gonna pick up this one last major here before he exits and goes to wreck ship. Then the game pretty much is straightforward as it gets, and there's nice wave.
Nice wave beam.
So yeah, he's just gonna wave high to wreck ship next because that's gonna be his next destination. But I mean, I don't know what you want to see. Like, what would you prefer? Would you like to see a pretty straightforward seed, or I don't know, like, do you hope that there's potential that there's a lot of branching out after this wreck ship map grab?
Personally, what I want to see is some branching. It always is good to talk about. It's always good for the commentary. It's good for the viewers. But the way this seed's playing out right now, I think we're just going to get one of those linear seeds.
Oh, say it ain't so. I need something.
We need some craziness? You got it.
Yeah,
we need
please.
to order up some craziness there, chat. Donate 10,000 points each so we can randomize the already randomized seed. I'm kidding. Don't actually do that. We have no way of doing that.
No, but we all know because you're chatters, you wish that you could, you deviant little devils.
Just ask anybody that runs a rotator there, a shuffler.
Just ask anybody that pops into stream to listen to WX Fan, because I know that when you're on the mic, everyone's wild side comes out. Everyone just loses it, and they want chaos, mayhem, and a side of insanity.
They want... Well, the first thing they do when they see me on commentary is drop the volume on the stream. That's pretty much a given.
It's the opposite of what I do. I turn it all the way up.
All the way up, use it as an alarm clock. Wait, when's WX's next stream? 4:30 in the morning when I have to get up for work, right? Yeah, he'll just be yelling. They want me talking about food at some point. That was like D-Rocky Lizard's first thing. Like, I'm here for WX talking about food.
Wild stuff. Okay, so this this wreck ship was also looking pretty bare bones. Nothing really. I think it's just one major item to the left of this Brinstar entry, but
yeah, alpha power bombs. Okay, we don't ever say no to screw attack, but I would really like to see speed at some point soon. Because we've seen it.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen in so many Siege. We saw it in a race yesterday. There was a objective that was speed locked, and then it became a hunt all over the planet for speed booster, and it was in such a bad location.
I thought that's the type of seeds that you want to see. Those are the types of races you want to see.
I love it as a commentator. The racers, yeah, not so much.
Oh, well, we'll see. Maybe we won't need speed because at the rate of every map location, everything's so close to their entrance. Like these maps are easily accessible so far.
Yeah, that's not something we typically see. Like, this is very strange. So, Nitro gonna go get some more missiles here. Nitro is flying. So, Edible Toaster still hanging out back in Meridia, taking in the sights, hanging out in the ocean, getting a tan. Nitro's already gone through the wreck ship, got the map info, got the major, now is in Brinstar, headed to the Brinstar map before poor Toaster can even get out of here.
Honestly, yeah, they need to potentially nerf Nitro this coming.
I don't think that's possible.
Are you sure? Is there nothing we can do to influence the skill of these runners?
Give him the backwards Samus Sprite or the upside down Samus Sprite.
Oh, there we go. See, it's doable. Nice, excellent execution right there for Nitro. The reason he came down, maybe that was on accident.
Okay, nice E-tank for Toaster. That's the same one Nitro got earlier.
I was so confused by what happened there. That's fine. I think he might have accidentally overshot it. But yeah, so far everything's still linear. And again, like, that's only going to increase Nitro's lead because his movement is spectacular. Ooh.
Where are our bosses? Okay, finally one that's Wrigley, but only one major here, but we got Norfair and Criteria Sephi. Finally, we might get a little bit of divergence here.
Yes, and that's what Toaster wants, whether he knows it or not. That's what he wants.
Oh, because I didn't even see the other two majors there. Did you happen to see that on Toaster's map? There are double majors over here in Wreck Ship that Nitro never got.
Okay. So that's interesting. That could play out huge. I didn't notice those either. If one of those is charged, that would be pretty big because we just saw that Ridley, right?
Yep. Imagine if it's charge and speed. The two worst case scenarios for Nitro, especially if something's speed locked. And I didn't mean to cut you off there, Sephi, but we didn't see those two majors the first time.
No, that is definitely like important info.
Tickles, would you like that for your seed? We can make that happen. We can make it a plan, though. Tickles in chat says, charge speed with speed-locked Mother Brain. Why?
Moly.
Nice spring ball tech from Toaster.
Great job out of there. I'm curious. Yeah, these are the plays that Toaster wants to make. I don't know. Now, of course, we know that Nitro is a very seasoned map.
Mhm.
Okay, space jump is based. Base jump for sure. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think that Nitro overlooked these items necessarily, but he
Oh,
was definitely banking. Oh, but here's the thing. I think he was willing to take the risk on some of these checks and just skipped
yeah,
what he needed, and it paid off for Nitro. So that's actually really good.
that is. And this is great, I think. This is Kratos Dragon. Okay, it's
Yeah,
great.
it's great.
Unreal.
That's just part of it. I mean, you'll never know where you might end up.
No.
And again, those sorts of skips feel incredibly validating when they pay off, because especially in this, when you already have Varia and you just about have everything, you're pretty much go mode. That's kind of what I want to get at. It's Nitro is go mode. Not necessarily no mode, because we don't know the locations of like the ship, any other bosses, but he's definitely fully loaded, with the exception of, you know, the 1E tanker.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's nothing the toaster needed.
Oh no.
It's Spazer, Space Jump, which is good, and X-Ray. But again, that's a boss that I don't think we ever saw Nitro check on his map. Otherwise, he would have just gotten Kraid out of the way with.
Right.
And Nitro cannot go for Ridley right now. Oh no, I can. My apologies.
Yeah.
He found Charge Beam. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Nitro found Charge Beam in the that bottom of Green Brinstar Spike's room, right next to the animals. Excellent, excellent. Back to back mini boss into Ridley fight.
At the way Nitro's going, he's gonna try for a sub 40.
Yeah, I do not blame him. He definitely wants to flex. I mean, I don't know what the fastest time so far has been, but just a few days ago we saw Eddie flex a sub 30 map Rando seed.
Show off, what?
If you can do it, I mean, that's the point. And I know Nitro is competitive and wants to, you know, just oh, look at that fight. That fight was actually super stellar, interstellar even.
D-Rocky makes a very good point and pretty much sums us up perfectly so far. It's not that Toaster's playing badly, but Nitro is just nuts right now, and that's correct. Toaster's been doing really, really well.
Right.
But Nitro's just... Part of the pun, Samus has Nitro on her boots with no speed booster.
Yeah, they, like, somehow, whenever Nitro plays Samus, it's like the game comes patched with speed booster, even though you might not necessarily see the speed up. I think just Samus works out for him in that way. But yeah, I really do like that you highlighted that it's not that that Toaster is making any bad plays. It's that Nitro is making more calculated, riskier plays, right? And so that's kind of what's given him like the chance to skip what Toaster already has grabbed. And if you're gonna be that competitive and in a race setting, you kind of just have to play those odds. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it kind of does make sense, because might as well, I think Nitro knows that he's gonna end up like, you know, top 4 potentially, or fighting the top placements. And the thing is, like, while you can play risky, why not try to do it now and see how much it pays off for you?
Yep. It's a good point. the one racer we haven't seen yet race, your inaugural Super Metroid Map Randomizer Tournament winner, Zeb. We have not seen him race yet. I believe he'll be racing later on this week. He
I
is
thought you were
looking
about to
to
shout
defend his
yourself
crown.
out. I thought you were about to shout yourself out and say, I haven't raced yet, so tune in. I'm coming for the
Nobody wants to see that. No one wants to see me do a 7-cycle Dragon fight. If his beardness is in chat watching. First seed I ever did, I soft locked myself, and the only way to get out was going through Dragon on like 2 to 3 E-tanks and like a very weak charge beam.
Based.
Oh no, there was no charge beam, it was low ammo.
There you go. Now that's
I eventually did it.
racing. Yeah, you see? It all counts.
Mm-hmm. Seffi, Map Rando champion when?
Probably when I'm not too busy being commentator champion.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
I just like studying and like following this. I feel like that retired sports commentator that he's like, oh yeah, that one guy that no one knows his name, but you know he knows enough and just yaps. I just want to be the John Madden of
love it
of Map Rando commentary. That's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. We get required sports spawn.
Let's go. We
required
love
Spo chat.
Just know that every single time that you do a sports spawn fight, you're automatically the winner in chat's eyes. So
yep.
Like unofficially, the first runner to kill sports spawn wins the chat.
Chat does love themselves some Spo fights.
Mm-hmm.
And so here we go. Nitro elected Norfair over Criteria. We talked about it, Seffi. This could be a big deciding factor if Toaster heads now for the other sector in Criteria.
Yes, at this point, but there's a lot to really take into account now, because if Toaster does go to Criteria, he's gonna have to hope that there's something that's speed locked, something that's because speed could very well just help. It would help Toaster just a little bit more, you know, if Nitro doesn't pick up speed. But
agreed.
Right now, Nitro can work with what he has and he can finish the game. Any other like quality of life items would pay off so much for Toaster.
Agreed. Toaster waiting to take a ride on Gary's shell, doing the snail climb.
Yes. Can never forget that the most important meal of the day is serving it up Gary's way.
There you go. I like it.
You know what? I think Toaster might be doing what you mentioned, and it's just trying to pick up these just trying to, well, actually no, because at the top here is where what is at the top here? Trying to get the Criteria, right?
Yeah, Criteria. Get the Criteria. Just go.
Yep.
No gravity sucks. There's a reason this mode is called Varia Plus Movement.
Varia Plus Movement, yeah. I like just before going live, at least on the commentary, we're talking about the different names.
You talk so much smack about Shaq. What? I didn't say that.
That I wouldn't put it past me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm kidding, chat.
I'd be down. I'm not kidding, chat. You sit here and you take these verbal warnings.
But you were saying we're talking about the names.
Yes, for Varia and Movement. Some people also go by Varia and Pseudo Gravity. I thought that was pretty cool. But then what you said right now, or what someone mentioned in chat, is no gravity sucks. I
That
put
might
in
be the
my
best
bid.
way.
It's the name.
Yeah, that's the name.
Officially the name. The no gravity sucks mode.
Random meme says Gary's fed up being stepped on.
Yeah, I think Gary is under the impression that this is his game, that he's the protagonist.
He's the champion.
He was number 1.
Smitty Werber Jägerman Jensen.
Yeah, it was
This
scary.
is now
all along.
2 streams in a row that I've done SpongeBob quotes. You all are welcome.
They will not end there, especially when you're literally underwater, under the sea. I was curious though what it meant by like being under the sea, because you're in the sea, aren't you?
Kinda, sorta, yeah.
So I'm like, how are you under the sea? Why don't you just be back underground or something? Anyway, I'll have to email Tom Kenny later.
You do that. Nice jump from Nitro.
Mm-hmm.
Metroid room 4. Easy clear here.
There's something that I like to do, which I guess doesn't really make that much of a difference, but it kind of just sort of speaks to people's playstyles. In case you do have to go back, being able to like, salute to Shaq2. Shaq2 is dead. You know, not killing every Metroid, I feel could help for not having to like farm. So when I'm watching Map Rando and I see like all the Metroids die, I'm like, oh no, there's one less way to potentially farm up, because the Metroids, while they might not be the friendliest enemies in any percent as far as like RNG drops go, they're so useful for farming up any sort of resource.
That they are.
But I mean, I'm not Nitro. Nitro can go ahead and just obliterate everything in the field, and it all just works out. So it's like perfect. There's a reason why he's number 3, right? Oh no item.
Yeah, there's one of our blank spots from the items that the race was already started out with. Toaster had the right idea. Go to criteria, dude.
What did you do with that item? Did you hide it from chat?
He ate it.
Put the item down now. All right. So. Oh, I forgot that Nitro doesn't have space jump. It was Toasted that does.
Yep.
Excellent movement, though. Gotta love that.
Nice save station. Wait, Toaster's gonna go for the Ridley kill.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. We haven't seen Mother Brain yet.
It does make sense.
Map time. Are we gonna find the boss here?
Mother Brain. Is it gonna be? I feel like Mother Brain would be here though.
There's a whole lot of. Oh, okay. It's like, a whole lot of nothing.
Right. So that sort of play, although that's a really nice save scum there for Nitro. If that whole area was nothing, there could have been some murmurs about Toaster's position to check criteria and then just run into everything else. Alright, so here we go for some golden chorizo.
And some bomb chorizo to go with the golden chorizo.
That's some very spicy food. Spicy chorizo, followed by some spicy chicken right next door. Spicy pelican, I guess. Would you eat pelican? I don't.
Nah.
I would probably try it once. And be like, tastes like a Ridley fight when you kill it in like 40 seconds.
Tastes like a Ridley fight.
Oh my gosh.
Like it.
Nitro? Nitro, you gotta be careful. Oh!
Hey, Nitro got to a fume.
It scares me when people die in Map Rando, but he's fine. I greatly exaggerated that.
You hear that, Krill Beans? This is what happens when you don't save early, save often, alright? I'm waiting on those giant neon lights to be in the background on your wall.
That's a call out right there. That dropped the name too.
Oh, Beansy knows it.
There it is. Okay, are we gonna have another exaggerated selfie screen? No, we're good.
Nicely
Oh,
done. Toaster taking care of Ridley.
Yeah, that was a great fight. People really, not that they don't understand, but they just don't get it. I'm just joking. No, Ridley can get complicated. Like, the RNG on Ridley is a little too much sometimes, and we don't like that. Okay, doesn't want to drop. Cool. Alright, so here's the Dragon fight. Actually, well, I guess I'm curious when Nitro does. Does Nitro backtrack at this point? I'm trying to think of when Nitro backtracks for Kraid. Like, what's the most convenient? I really hope that it doesn't come to the point. I'm pretty sure he didn't forget, but I'm just thinking to myself.
I don't think he ever looked to the right. Now look, that, and this is something I should have said earlier. And this is something I should have said earlier, is that the way that wreck ship map was laid out, it's very rare, at least to me, that I've seen a very long map east-west to the point where it's completely cut off your screen and you got to go all the way over one way to see what's hidden there. So I personally think Nitro is going to end up going to Torian and going to Criteria before he goes back and rechecks that wreck ship map.
Right. I can see that. Just a few things to also kind of keep in mind is that Toaster will have faster Phantoon and Dragon fights. Just because they have X-Ray. Is Toaster listening in? Okay. Selected X-Ray as soon as I mentioned X-Ray.
Closed.
That's the first time I've seen Batwoon X-Rayed with a Toaster. Now, yeah, I'm curious. But it's true. It's possible that because Nitro didn't go all the way to the right. It was to the right, right? Where Kraid was? To check the map?
Yes, that's correct. And way off to the right, for that matter. So Nitro's going to do something called the double spring ball jump here. This is not in logic. It is, I want to say, very hard or expert level tech. And also this grapple jump also isn't in logic.
Oh, it's not? Oh my gosh, that saves me so much everything.
Yep. So grapple was removed from hard, I think, a while back. Sometime last year, and they believe was put in very hard logic.
Really? Okay, that's good to know. Sheesh. Teach me, Master, please.
Nitro!
I'm
Come on, number 3 seed. This should be easy for you. I can throw some shade at Nitro. He's been flawless this entire run.
This is actually super tragic, though, because this one's pretty punishing. This is a lot of time loss. And if Toaster, I think Toaster also is opting to just go to criteria. Nitro,
Huge.
this is it. I think he got it. There it is.
Nicely done.
Whew! Thank goodness. Welcome in Speed Gaming. By the way, you're just in time.
Nitro, please. Just get... Okay, able to escape.
Yeah. So what I was gonna mention, checking criteria, having that criteria ship knowledge helps out a lot too, and works best for Toaster, simply because I don't know. There's the potential for finding more bosses, more items. There's a possibility that gravity's here as well, and that would help out so much.
Gravity would be best case scenario for Toaster, since Dragon is in Warfare.
Yep. Yeah, stick to E10. We'll do that. All right, next up, let's see where Nitro goes. Well, this was a dead end. Interesting.
Toaster finds more missiles. Toasters, I think, at this point, again, two of the biggest items, Grav and Speed, we have not found yet. Oh,
The biggest piece for Nitro is that the last boss is here in Torian.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mother Brain, one of the two. And I don't even think it's going to matter as much. And what I mean by that is, if this is, let's just say, one of the two, right? Like, let's say it's Mother Brain and Fantoon is over in Criteria. Fine. Toaster's going to go from Criteria to Norfair to Torian.
Yeah.
Because he'll have cleared out every area and he'll be on the right path. That's best case scenario for Toaster. Toaster is nowhere near out of this yet.
No. All right,
We're
it's
about
coming
to
up.
find out. This is not Fantoon. It's a right-sided map station. And Mother Brain's here.
Brain is here. Wow.
One major. That's right side. Yeah, that's Wreck Ship E-Tank. Oh, here we go. Nitro's looking. Nitro's gonna find it. Nitro. Back to Norfair.
So he skipped that major. Knows he doesn't need it.
Now, this was a save post-Dragon.
Thankfully.
By the way, big shout out to Unforeseen Menace over on tracking. Make sure you show Menace some love in the Twitch chat. And make sure you give these racers a follow, exclamation point R in the Twitch chat to follow the racers, exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking teams. Toaster gonna go ice clip here, nicely done.
That's just letting out that frustration out on Shack Tool. Shack Tool just can't get a break today. See, this is one of those moments where you don't kill the Metroids so that you can get a refill. Oh, but there's a refill right there, so that worked out. Awesome.
Hey, Toaster.
Oh.
You need to bring your ship in to the nearest outer space car wash. It's a little rusty. You need to get that yellow sheen back on it. It's a little brown.
Yeah, that's why you don't eat inside your car.
I actually just vacuumed out my car today.
So did I. So did I. Literally today was like car wash day. And I don't know why.
It was in the 50s out. I was bored at home. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go and actually do a little light vacuuming.
See, it's good when you're bored and you can still find some productivity. So shout out to you. You know that?
Up to you. Listen, shout outs to us for vacuuming our cars today.
Chat. You don't vacuum your cars. Get out there and start doing it right now while you're listening to these Matt Brandos. Like, come on. Let's all push for a little bit more production in our daily lifestyles.
Nice fan killed by toaster.
That is actually a dirty salmon ship. The wreck ship looks cleaner. That room that Fantoon was just in looks cleaner than that ship. Okay. Ay, that's not bad. The fact,
what tiny criteria? That is that's the smallest criteria I think I've seen.
That is really good for toaster because there's also, and I was gonna mention that if there's any major items that happen to be on the way out or anywhere near his location, he could just dip in and grab. And it's speed. Nothing's speed locked, but he can run now. Let's just say that.
So I'm just gonna come out and say it, and chat said it already. Toaster's ahead.
Goodness, that's wild.
This is why that's why not only a race, but in randomizers, anything can happen. It doesn't matter where you're ranked. You never give up. You never surrender.
Yeah, you don't.
Until you see your opponent finish. You keep racing.
You do. You do. That is so... That's so cool. Now, I think the better item... Now we know that Nitro skipped gravity on his way out. When he reset... What was it? The Torian map?
Yes, it was Torian.
So that was gravity, and that would have helped out more because there's a lot of underwater to go through.
For those just tuning in... Sorry, Steffi, go ahead.
Go ahead. You're chilling.
I was just going to say, for those just tuning in, I'm WXFan21, joined by the legend Steffi, Unforeseen Menace on tracking. We have the number 3 seeded Nitro versus the number 30 seeded Edible Toaster. This is a gold bracket, upper bracket, round 2 matchup. Game number 1. This is back to back to back. So we are here hanging out for the next couple hours with all of you. Go ahead, Steffi.
I was just going to say, this is a clean car chat. So thank you for tuning in. The other thing that I was actually going to mention is, yes, it all goes back down to when Nitro routes in that crate that he left behind. Because if you were to route it in sooner, Nitro would not be in such a wild position right now.
I think Nitro's done if he finds grade.
Yeah. But Nitro does have movement, advantage, so he can make up a lot of time. It's just that if he did kill Kraid before killing Fantoon, that would have worked out the best, mainly because getting this Dragon kill is so far out of the way.
It is.
So, to some extent, the best item for Nitro for Toaster to find was Speed Booster for sure.
Yes. Agreed.
But right now we're in your hands, WX fan. Right now we're in your hands.
Well, we're about to go see our second Spo fight, and I was going to ask chat, Seffi, who's excited for another Spo fight?
Me. Always me. Always me.
The poor forgotten about mini boss because of just how speedrunning is. And Toaster doesn't want to go there. I don't blame him. Toaster, you don't have a choice. You gotta go back to
Yeah,
Spospo.
you're delaying the inevitable.
Do the Spospo. Do it.
This is why you don't skip sports spawn, because it's a time loss. Literally losing time right now. As I was typing, it just kind of came to me, but I was like, internally in my head, I was just singing to myself, "Let's go, Spo, let's go," because it works out so well. I didn't know he's gonna rhyme with "go," but it just does.
I love it. The new Spore Spawn anthem.
Yeah. Let's go, Spo, let's go.
Clap, clap.
Nice, perfect.
I'm just waiting for chat to start losing it now with that as a song.
Right.
Toaster.
The official anthem.
Toaster, you have the best beam combo in the game. It's a one-shot kill on Spore Spawn. Just go.
Yeah, this is a little bit. I mean, unless Toaster is actually, tuned in and just trying to make it as close as possible for.
I mean, I mean, you can see. Oh, maybe Spore Spawn wasn't required. That would be rude. I want another Spore Spawn fight. Oh, you can get by him.
Oh no.
Boo! I'm gonna go. Let's see. Go to Toaster. Forfeit Toaster because no Spore Spawn fight.
You see.
I'm not actually forfeiting him. Now again, that space jump came in super handy for Toaster. You see Nitro with the infinite bomb jump all the way up to the top of landing site. Took a little bit extra time. Nitro's gonna find that speed booster.
Yeah, you see, this is where a lot of Nitro's movement carries.
Oh yeah. And now on to the best music in the game. More missiles. Some of these Norfair maps in these races have not been kind at all to the runners.
Nope. Mm-mm. By design, it feels like.
I don't know if that's just how the seeds are generating right now. Oh, there's Cack Alley. Yes, that's required to get to the map.
You can do it. You do have space jump.
Toast? What are you doing, Toast? I think Toast is going to try the other way first.
This is the lavatory, so not worth. Yeah, just has to go. Just.
Toaster's been second guessing himself a couple of times, I feel like.
Yeah, Spore Spawn was the biggest sin of all time. But, which, I mean, it makes sense, because you also don't want to potentially get soft lock. And
yeah.
It is
I don't
scary.
think there's anything soft locking you here.
No.
In Cack Alley. You have plenty of movement tech to get out.
It's just a scary room to bump into when you're suitless.
Yep. Agreed. Even worse when you don't have high jump. Mm-hmm. Let alone spring ball when you don't have that high jump.
I think Nitro finally realized, by the way.
Yep. Nitro probably not going to be happy about this. Toaster's got it. Toaster's close to the map, but Toaster going to be extremely careful.
Yes, this one is actually really, really scary. You don't want to be spamming too much like that. Freeze everything, freeze everything. This is...
the nerves of the race, Sephi. It's the nerves of the race.
It is. Yeah,
My
just
opinion.
shoot. Yeah, that's perfect. Almost out. What will help out a lot too here is this gravity jump out. I can't.
Alright,
Do you remember if he had a place to save scum to?
He did. That last save station, he saved.
Okay, cool.
He did it again! Oh, no, excuse me. That
Holy
was Toaster,
moly.
not Nitro. That was
Right.
Toaster, not Nitro. Toaster's looking. He sees the 3 Torian doors and knows that's where he's got to go. There's the revert.
This is cool.
So this should get a much close. Yeah, this is gonna get a much closer to Dragon. Straight shot out. Up.
And
Oh, it's lava dive gravityless. Okay, I think that's what Toaster's looking at.
yeah. So Toaster's looking at the lava dive that Nitro did, where Nitro passed away, but it wasn't as punishing, thankfully. So, he's already thinking about the farm up. See, and these are all the rooms that Nitro's going through right now that are just incredibly slow.
The gravity that he didn't get in Torium, but again, at the time, he didn't know about it.
Mhm,
We didn't know it. We didn't have grav
Mhm.
or speed. And that
Nope.
major at Wreckship Energy Tank was so out of the way to get back to a Norfair door. I understand why he didn't do it.
Yes.
So what
Some of the
Toaster just
decisions,
did was clutch, by the way, Sephi. Sorry, I did not mean to cut you off, but that
Oh, no.
save right before
Oh.
this lava dive, huge.
Uh-huh. Okay. Just careful. This is a hold. You do not want to take fireball damage. Oh gosh. In time to Crystal Flash, I think the Crystal Flash might have served. I think it's worth going back to save, but honestly, get that timing. Careful, let go. You have to let go. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm curious how familiar Toaster is with this lava dive.
Post.
Because what you want to aim for is you want to wall jump off the chin of that top left face.
Here we go.
Okay, hold. This is
Temporary.
another hold.
Chat. Hold.
Okay. So you wall jump off the chin.
Oh,
Careful.
right into the fireball. Oh.
Okay. Found out that you can freeze them. Okay, so that's gonna go a little bit better. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
This is such a tight race.
I know.
God, I want to see
Okay,
some
just got
hype
it.
from all of you in Twitch chat, rooting on both of these racers.
Yeah, they're playing their hearts out right now.
They really are, and those are 2 unfortunate fireballs the Toaster just ate.
That is so hard. Okay. Toaster saw that you can freeze them, so hopefully he's able to utilize that.
Mm-hmm.
Freeze it. No freeze. Keeps mistiming the let go of jump.
Gets it. Oh, gee,
Oh
he
my
had it.
gosh. Yeah. Is he? I'm curious if he's gonna like try to spring ball jump it. Oh, there we go. There's the freeze.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
a
you-
little too high.
You gotta wall jump like at the very bottom of it. Oh, there we go. That's
Did it
I've
do it?
never seen this, but that's
He
perfect.
did it! Wow! I've not seen that type of technique in that room.
Neither have I. That is awesome.
Wow.
That is so based. But the scary part about it is not necessarily the fight, it's
It's the
It's
fact that
the
Nitro's done with
escape.
Braid. Yeah.
well, that too.
Now Toaster's fight with Dragon's gonna be a lot faster. A microwave beam. Good night, Dragon. There's the stand up and good night. So I just
Good
learned
night.
this the other day. When you're microwaving Dragon, you keep microwaving crouched. Samus forcibly stands up when Dragon's defeated.
Right. Yep. That's how you get blue suits.
There you go. Toast. Oh
Toaster
my.
knows.
Toaster, why?
Needs. I don't think they felt comfortable with jumping from the room to the left, and I think that would have been enough space.
No ammo for Crystal Flash, says meme.
What I was thinking that Toaster could have done is just try to get the jump from the room next over, because I don't think it was underwater. But I might have, maybe I misread the
It might
room.
have been underwater, because we would have seen Nitro just fly across if that was the case.
True, actually.
And look how much cleaner that was for Toaster. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
A first try lava dive.
That was stupendous. But all of that cost so much time for Toaster. This Nitro's in. How far away is he? I think Toaster's still technically closer.
Yep. Because Nitro has to get all the way back to Norfair.
It's just the only thing that's kind of that might hinder Toaster at this point is the skills, like the movement, navigating through every room like as quickly as possible.
A Toaster turned off high jump.
Okay.
I think this is the Dragon prize room. No, it's Billy Mays.
Oh, Billy Mays, yeah, but this wasn't enough for sure. This was not enough space. Right? No, it was.
Holy moly, he's got it!
It was enough room. Okay, so Nitro did the hardest thing, and Toaster cooked, and I'm Ron Burgundy?
That was filthy from Toaster.
That was actually incredible.
Nitro grapple jumping up, Gary racing Toaster, Gary saying, haha, still faster. Toaster just needs to fly to Torian right now, like, you know that's where Mother Brain is, you've defeated the bosses already. I don't care who wins this game at this point, this has been a phenomenal first,
it has been.
race.
Yes, Nitro being able to get the win right now would be awesome, just because coming back from behind is always a good story, but Toaster being the underdog here against number 3 seed is also super powerful. I mean, there's always a reason to celebrate Super Metroid runners.
Absolutely. Whether you hit a trick that you have struggled with before or whatever, this is gonna be close. Oh, so close.
Oh my gosh.
Well, folks,
Okay,
it's
okay.
time. It is time for you all to start getting your predictions in the Twitch chat. What do you think the escape timer is going to be? It is going to be Torian, to Norfair, to Bryn, to Criteria. Get your guesses in now. I'm gonna go 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Steffi, what do you think? What do you think the escape timer is gonna be?
From this, I want to say it's like maybe like a 3-minute escape, because this is a lot. But
Yeah,
maybe I'm only misreading it, just because they had to do it suitless.
Toaster, please, just go out the other way. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
want,
gosh.
I want to see the underdog take at least one away from Nitro. Can you imagine the story? Toaster,
Well,
the 30 seed, knocks off the number 3 seed in the upper bracket.
incredible job
He
right there.
goes right into Mother Brain! He looks right
didn't
into
even look
Mother
for it.
Brain! They're both there!
Oh my goodness.
They're both there, and he misses the
They
clip.
both did. That is incredible.
Toaster, where are you going?
I think Toaster needs more energy.
Oh, he
It
does.
does
That's right. He
not,
didn't have enough. Didn't have enough.
he just does not feel comfortable with that.
Oh my gosh. This is literally gonna come down to a minute difference.
Yeah, so definitely Nitro's movement paid off so much here.
Oh, it
But
did.
again, like, that's just so tragic what happened in the lava dive,
Yep.
because that alone, and even just like having to reset Dragon once. Yeah, Toaster did spectacular.
And I'm sorry, excuse me? 2 minutes? What?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I figured that what was making me think this to be a lot longer was all the underwater rooms.
Yeah. But again, you get every item on the way in. I just thought because of the length
Right.
of where they were.
No, yeah, the length probably, and that's where I feel like I got Mancala affected, because like, oh, we're spending so much time having to go through rooms, but it really isn't as long. It's just the runners would take too long underwater.
Mm-hmm. What a great game one here from both racers.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a treat. Now let's see.
Let's say,
Nitro
yeah.
has a chance. Oh, and here's the pauses from Toaster because he's trying to find his way on out. Nitro's just going. If Nitro fails the escape, Toaster does have a chance. D-Rocky makes a good point with that in chat. But where criteria is so small, minute 12,
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
I was about to say, that is like some pretty big cope for anyone to die in this escape.
So much copium. So yes, for those that are just tuning in and never see the map rando for the first time, yes, when you defeat Mother Brain in map rando, one of the quality of life settings, in addition to fast elevators, fast doors, and no item fanfare, is you get access to every major in the game once you defeat Mother Brain 2. 45 seconds left for Nitro. Toaster on the escape. Toaster back in Brinstar. If I'm Toaster, you get back to the ship. Forget seeing Nitro finish. You get back to the ship and take your victory celebration. Nitro finishes in first place, but let's watch Toaster on this escape.
Yeah, losing on that escape, just seeing the dot down there. Awesome job.
I want to see your GGs in chat for Nitro and GGs, and even more so, get some clapping in there for Toaster, who has literally taken Nitro to the limit. This is going to be about a minute and a half difference. Unreal. And Toaster, you're going, I think this is the wrong way. It is.
Yes. That's the wrong elevator.
Was the like, whoops, wrong elevator.
So see, yeah, I think the biggest thing is that Nitro made the absolute correct skips as far as items go, but in doing so, he missed seeing Kraid, which that's what it looks like to me. Like at first, I wasn't sure. It's like, maybe it's just a calculated backtrack. I'm not sure, but he did miss Kraid, and it did cost him a bit that Toaster was able to capitalize on. But still, Nitro came from behind, took the dub, and now Toaster has finished his seat as well.
Unreal. Welcome back. Game number 2 between Nitro and the Toaster. Nitro up 1-0 after a very close map number 1. Pirate Mrock, chat, hope you all are doing well. I see all your comments, doing very good. Back here with Sephi and Unforeseen Menace. Game number 1 was a ton of fun. This mode was picked by none other than Toaster. Picked with the purpose. Let's see what Toaster can do with his mode pick.
Hold! Alright, cool. So we're chilling? We're good?
Yeah, Sephi, take it away here while I get our stream synced up.
Oh, why thank you, Mr. WX fan. Yeah, so look at this. Metroid objectives. Honestly, playing to the name of the game. I mean, it's not like this is called Super G4roid, right? It's called Super Metroid, so it makes sense that we have to kill the Metroids in order to complete the game. I think it's the most on-brand mode, and it's one that does tend to throw off a lot of the runners. But it's pretty simple, all things considered. You just locate. You literally are playing Metroid 2, so you just gotta hunt down all the Metroid locations and gun them down. And sometimes I see this mode go by pretty quick. Sometimes it goes really slow. I guess you could say that about any mode, honestly. But for the most part, right now, them starting off with ice, they're not gonna have to power bomb any of these Metroids at all, unless they're in like a dire situation for whatever reason. But yeah, you kill the Metroids and then only have to fight Mother Brain 1. It's pretty straightforward. So even if they kill the Metroids, they still have to have enough ammo to get past the Mother Brain 1 phase.
Actually, correct. And that ice beam, so important in starting out.
Yep, it really is. Because then you don't have to hunt it down. The only counter argument is that unofficially, the ice beam is also called the shoot everything twice beam.
Also fair. Very, very fair.
Twice
Nitro,
beam. Nitro.
Nitro, you show off.
All that for Spazer. If that were for like any other item, I'd applaud it. No, honestly, it's really good tech to know. I can't remember if it's in Logic though. I think it has been.
That's not in hard Logic.
It's not okay.
I think it's very hard Logic, but I don't think it's in hard Logic. Only with X-Ray, chat is saying.
Wild.
Thank you, Mo and Timon.
Wild. You see? So they just let anybody do commentary, huh?
I mean, yeah, that's also kind of fair. I mean, we can leave Sephi. We can go back to, instead of, vacuuming our cars, we can actually go detail them if you want.
I'd be down. Kind of need it.
Chat's like, wait a minute, please, no.
I'd
Don't
like
leave
that.
us with no comms.
I like that Toaster's also going for it though.
Yep. Nitro executing ridiculous wall jumps to get through Climb Tower.
Great job so far.
So there's no bosses in Brinstar, but there are a lot of majors. And by bosses, I mean, obviously, the Metroid objectives. There were no objective X's. So, and that's one thing. If you're new to map, Rando, when you're looking at the map going, how do Sephi and WX know what they're talking about? We have max quality of life settings. So, the dots, the small ones, those small dots are always going to be missiles. The dot in the middle that looks like an X, that's going to be supers and or power. There'll be supers or power bombs. Hollow dots are energy tanks or reserves. The big bold dots, those are your majors. Pluses are your energy stations. Your missile icon are your ammo refuel stations. And the X's, the ones that look like actual X's, are the objectives. In this case, it's going to be the 4 Metroid rooms.
That was actually a great description.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's no way I could have.
I
still lose the plot. I still lose the plot to this very day.
Listen, everyone is here not to watch the racers, not to listen to me. They're here to listen to you, Sephi.
God, I wish that were not true. I'm just kidding. That was actually a really good jump right there by Nitro. I don't think that one's really easy. I don't know if that one's in logic either, but you gotta give it to Nitro for executing so flawlessly.
And this is a little bit.
Wait, so curious then where? I'm curious where. Okay, Nitro is definitely hitting up criteria. Gonna get ship knowledge, or at least try to if it's possible.
Hi, Aqueduct. As Nitro
Nothing to
almost
do
goes
here.
face first into a Gary Snail.
As long as you're holding run and getting full speed, you should be okay.
Bombs for Toaster.
This is also not good. This is also a load of barnacles.
This is a load of barnacles. I heard that.
Honestly, yeah. Yikes.
Hashtag yikes in chat.
Toaster, please. Toaster, please. Okay,
Toaster
good save,
finds
honestly.
save.
So, all of that was a bust. And again. So, criteria is not worth. I see what the play would have been, but it's kind of just forcing you to. If it isn't these major items, it might just force you to go to Norfair.
Right now, Nitro's just practicing somersaulting in midair underwater.
Yeah, that'll come in
Toaster's gonna
handy.
try for this again, by the way. Toaster wants this ice clip.
Really just can't let go of Spazer, huh?
I mean, we all know it's it's one of Twitch chat's favorite beams.
Is it really? What's better, Spazer or X-Ray?
Ooh, oh, don't put that on them. That we're gonna be here all day with them going back and forth between Spazer and X-Ray.
I'm gonna break them mentally. They signed up for this.
Wow.
I don't care.
Gimmons says that best Sephi beam is better.
Okay, we can stop this discussion right now. Anyway. I'm joking.
Well done, Tim.
Hmm. I'm still.
Ring ball is not a beam.
I think it just makes sense to check the major items anyway, so. Just go for it. Oh, Toaster's gonna revert even earlier. Oh wait, are we getting uwus here? Hold on. We're gonna get an uwu here from Nitro. Well, no. Has ice, so you don't need to uwu, but does make it faster. Although an uwu would be a good treat, though.
Uwu?
Oh! Okay, well... Oh!
Nitro.
Here we go. Let's see... This one's difficult, though. Oh.
Not too difficult for Nitro.
Nice job, Nitro. Cooking it up. Showing how it's done. You know, I just realized that they're still on the hunt for supers.
Underwater wall jumps.
They-
Nitro just showing off.
So, okay. So it's funny because I mentioned, do you just go for the items? And Nitro's doing what he does best. And I'm pretty sure this is his ticket to, like, top 3. Which I don't blame him because I really like this playstyle. The playstyle of skipping the items. Unless it were, oh no, poor Toaster.
Post.
Had to sink down.
F.
Unless those items are inaccessible with their current loadout. Oh, nice
charge.
Yeah, which I don't think they would be because I don't see really the play, but I'm not the visionary, right? That Nitro is. So going into Norfair this early seems kind of based.
It's definitely crazy, but there's the grapple beam.
That could pay out huge. This could
Hi, Ridley.
not be worth it.
Nope.
I'm surprised now. Okay, so again, just a reminder, since this is Metroid's objectives, they don't have to fight Ridley. Unless, you know, Metroids are logged
there's
behind
a
Ridley.
Metroid behind it.
Mm-hmm. So, what does Nitro do? Just continue? Yep. It's gonna try to capitalize on this. It still baffles me that this is hard logic. But I guess I just skill issue all the time, so I blame me. I'm the issue. Another area, Torian. For Nitro. This one looks annoying.
That's 5 areas, by the way, in the first 12 minutes.
Missiles only Fantoon, by the way, coming up. Because those supers are still at large.
Listen,
Unless
Nitro does 5 missile Fantoon fights in his sleep, blindfolded with one hand.
this is kind of annoying. Having no supers for Fantoon. Yeah, like I get it, but when you're Nitro, you don't want to do Fantoon with no supers.
Nope, you have 15 missiles, that's plenty.
Oh, okay. That's honestly a little better, just because the potential for getting some
We'll allow it.
awesome Dopplers, yeah. Hoping for the best here. I'm curious. What if Toaster commits to this? This is a good play, although he might not.
He's going to the sand pits.
Because if the map is directly below, easily accessible, that would go so hard. Also,
Toaster's throwing caution to the wind.
Let's see how doable this is. Baby for Toaster. Nice. Good toppers so far. Keep it real safe. Good job, Nitro. That's one boss down. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my gosh. Just freeze him. Freeze him. Freeze him. Nice. Okay, survived that.
Nicely
Hopefully this
done.
isn't worse in the game. Oh no.
It's a save station.
What do we have here for Nitro?
Meridia. Why not? Let's go get all 6. What? Just go. Yeah. Toaster. Toaster's in a bit of trouble here.
I'm actually surprised that Toaster's gonna commit to this.
You have high jumps, so you can get out. But it's still difficult. Toaster, please.
Oh, Nitro playing the risky.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Nice. That actually worked out so well for him.
Oh, there goes Nitro getting show-offy again.
It's worth it. He had the info. He knew that there was an E-tank there, so why not?
If it was a reserve, he was in trouble.
That is tragic, though.
Chat makes a good point. He only knew the major. Correct. So the other thing I forgot to mention is when you're in a room like that where there's 2 items in the same square, always in map rando, in these settings, the better item will take the logic first. So you grab that major first, then it reveals what the next one down is. So if it's a double major, it'll stay bold. It'll go from bold dot to that hollow dot he didn't know about the E-tank.
I forgot that X-ray is a major. It's a major pain in the butt because you don't really get to use it too often.
Back to Main Street for Nitro.
Even though just having that knowledge of what that major is paid off, so I don't know if he necessarily really cared too much of being able to get it. He just wanted the info as well. Oh, good freeze, but that didn't work out.
Toaster with yet another revert.
Yeah, this is
Toaster
looking
in shambles.
Really tough. All things considered. It would have been pretty rewarding to get the map over where before, or I guess after the sand pits. That didn't really matter too much. Grapple force makes this room doable. Oh no, Toaster down again.
Almost. Maybe the key to success for Toaster is Toaster taking a quick 2-minute break, going to get toast, and powering himself up.
Yeah, a la powdered toast, man. That would work.
Some toast with some butter and jelly on it.
See, this spring ball was what puts that grapple into logic.
Mm-hmm.
No, I keep forgetting that they have ice. Ice only, well, ice and high jump is in logic, right, for Main Street?
Grapple puts Main Street into logic. High jump definitely helps. Spring ball helps. I mean, we got the same movement tech items that we had in the movement seed.
Right.
With just the exception of Aria.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is logical, Sephi?
What else is?
Having everybody in Twitch chat follow these racers! Exclamation point R to give the racers a follow, because if you don't, we are ending the stream! April Fools, I'm just kidding. But yeah, give the racers a follow. Exclamation point R. Exclamation point C to follow the commentary and tracking team. Especially Sephi, because Sephi.
No, in a way. There's no other way I'd rather spend my birthday than doing comms.
Is it your birthday today, Sephi?
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. April Fool's.
Happy birthdays to Sephi in chat!
April Fool's, by the way.
Very nice. Oh, well. There you go. Thank you.
I feel like it's the easiest day to do that.
Well played,
I'm pretty sure it is. Oof. Sorry, Nitro.
Nitro, please. You have one energy, my guy.
The
Please.
supers might be here. To
It's
the
quite
right.
possible these are our logical supers.
Yeah. Because getting grapple would have been the next step. And then hidden behind grapple are these supers to the right. Oh!
More PBs.
Or not. Where do you go?
Where are those
We're
supers?
already 21 minutes in, no supers. What is happening?
It's no 35-minute morph ball.
I think they have to check it, look for it, dig underwater for it somewhere past Aqueduct, where both runners have already been, but Nitro just left as soon as he ran past like the first Gary. And then Toaster did try to give it an honest shot at it, and it didn't work out. So
You know what I'm wondering? If there was only one other X, and it was Spore Spawn Supers. It was the bottom door was locked by super doors. The top door to get there was not, and Nitro has the items to get there. I'm wondering if those are the logical supers.
time
But
to
it's a
find
one-way
out.
if they're not.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. And let's keep it going. Unfortunately, no missiles for that pink door,
Poster.
but it's fine.
5 energy escape.
Oh yeah, this ugly room. I cannot with this one. Grapple makes things so much better. But I guess, yeah, so does Spazer. I'll give it that. I don't
The
want to.
arcade D-beam right now for Nitro.
Yeah, maybe Toaster goes back and tries to give it a shot again. There's supers.
Nitro found supers. Alright, that's it. Time to end the stream.
Yes, so
Click.
24 supers.
Episode finished. Yes, the episode is over. No, I'm kidding. No bans. We should not rename that room that at all. Nitro through the Forgotten Highway. D-Rocky. D-Rocky says if they get nothing else in this tournament, they want to see Toaster versus Waffle.
Oh, see, that has to, like...
Can we just make that an exhibition match?
That has to be restreamed, like, in the morning.
I'll do it in the morning, 8 a.m. with a cup of coffee, waffle, and toast. All right, folks.
Okay.
Toaster gonna go for this again.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this...
Had it
Oh,
the
he has
first
to do
time
it again.
too.
Oh, this one is so brutal.
Yep. You can tell Toaster's upset. Toaster practicing. So I teased it earlier, folks. Exclamation point bracket to go follow our current bracket. But we finally have information for all of you on the silver bracket and the bronze bracket. And here's how they work. The silver bracket is going to have all players knocked out in the lower bracket round 2 to 5. 24 players total. The bronze bracket is going to have all the players knocked out in lower bracket round 1. So keep that in mind. So if you win your lower bracket round 1 matchup in the gold bracket and you advance to round number 2, you will be placed in the silver bracket should you lose again. The bronze bracket is going to be for the 15 racers that get knocked out in that first round. So again, exclamation point bracket. Thank you, Sloters. You can go check out the gold bracket, follow along. 24 racers are going to be competing in the silver bracket, and 15 racers are going to be competing in the bronze bracket.
LeBron's bracket? LeBron is in this tourney?
Oh,
let's
boy.
go. Isn't he a billionaire now?
Oh,
anyway.
He probably is.
I don't follow baseball, so I don't really know much about LeBron. But as you can see here, Nitro is going back to Aqueduct.
Oh, it's fantastic. That means Seffi's joining me for my NFL draft streams. Oh, Toaster!
Yeah. This one hurts.
So yes, good question from Patty. The settings are not changing in silver and bronze.
See, all this water is just commentaries, tears, just sinking. It's a sinking feeling, you know. It feels like The
Well played,
Graduate.
Sophie.
That one scene, or I guess several scenes, where he's just underwater.
Nitro apparently loving Brinstar that he just wants to continue to hang out here.
Dog. Okay, so back to Aqueduct for Nitro. I don't know if you check the other sandpit. I think you just kind of pray and hope that the
Toaster did it!
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, he can maintain it. I'm still thinking about this Aqueduct. Everywhere I look, I just see Aqueduct. I see Aqueduct's face. I can't escape it. It's either one of these though, because you have grapple to go up and check this door to the right, or you could go directly above. Like, you can go anywhere. I'm pretty sure the game wants you to be here though. Yes.
Nice find.
And then this
All right.
is
The
yep.
map.
It was this all along. This is the map, and I bet you everything opens up after this.
Ah! Nope. You get nothing. You lose.
Yeah, this is like a 3-hour seed for me then. Hold on. There's only one cope though. I have one cope. One remaining cope. Let me have this. That major item is gravity.
Ooh. I like it. Nitro, go get it just because.
I think he's gonna go get it. If this isn't gravity, I literally will log on and just delete my account right now. Right here, right now. This is gravity.
Nobody wants to see that, Sophie.
I do. Check this out. I'm not gonna be wrong though. This is gravity. Check it out. Hold. This is a hold. Watch this.
Oh,
Gravity.
could be double
This
major
is a
too.
hold. Oh yeah, double major.
Speed. There's a chance. It's still gravity. It's Mario. It's not gravity. It's Mario.
I almost said Mario too. I almost said Mario. I should have stuck to my guns. I should have stuck to my arm cannons. They're calling for us. Delete it now, please.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that's a huge find. That kind of hurts.
D-Rock, really?
Finding it so late. All right, and then this is where grapple is, so that'll be great. Oh.
We saw 5 maps in 12 minutes.
Yes, we did actually.
And we found the 6th map connector in 15 minutes. And for whatever reason, this seed really, really likes Brinstar. Maybe this is me saying that Lower Norfair music is the best music in the game, and we just wanted to force feed Green Bryn music? I don't know. We haven't seen one Metroid room yet!
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna mention that too. Like, there was only... Wait, there was no Metroid rooms yet, huh?
Nope,
we just got ice and we haven't seen anything, and they're all hiding in whatever we haven't seen now, because all those maps show no Metroid rooms.
Nope. And ice was the first item the racers got less than 2 minutes in.
Now I'm kind of hoping that Ridley is hiding the Metroids.
Panera food is good, just expensive. Go for a cookie. Chat, someone DoorDash me a cookie, please. Definitely DoorDash Seffi 2 cookies.
So you literally are that Cookie Monster cookie in your
It's been a running
Discord
gimmick,
picture.
and I just kept it going.
Okay, no wonder, that makes sense. I was like, are you playing into it, or are you like...
Oh, it's a gimmick. I'm a pro wrestling
like-
fan. I've just made it a gimmick now.
I did not know like Muppets were wrestlers.
So, what Seffi's referring to is my Discord icon is a Cookie Monster cupcake. I was at a supermarket a couple of years ago, a local supermarket, and that was in their bakery, and I'm like, I keep joking about cookies on and off stream. I'm like, you know what? This is my new profile picture.
That is so valid. Okay, so now everything
they're
should
at your
be
local
simply...
Costco.
Oh, your energy also doesn't really matter for this mode, right?
No. Because you're not having to worry about Mother Brain 2.
Right. I forgot if like there's like some random rainbow that hits you after Mother Brain 1.
So basically, basically what'll happen is when you beat Mother Brain 1, you're going to see Mother Brain drop and then immediately cut to the Mother Brain disintegration sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So, and speaking of, and Unforeseen Menace, I believe, has seen this, but I'm going to just reiterate it. Because we don't have a tracker yet for the Metroid objectives, because all of our objectives through all these 3 seasons have been bosses, here's how we've come up with tracking the 4 Metroid rooms for this mode. Via the KPDR method. Kraid is Metroid Room 1, Phantoon Metroid Room 2, Dragon is Metroid Room 3, and Ridley is Metroid Room 4. So that's how they'll be marked off on the tracker. So you all can still see who's done what Metroid rooms. That's how we are going to do it.
That is too much for me to handle. No, it's not. That's pretty good actually.
Mm-hmm. Toaster's just finally happy to be out of Brinstar. Never wants to see post-Splatoon room ever again.
Understandable. Honestly, that was too much to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Folks, if you're enjoying this best of 3, give us a thumbs up in chat. If you're not, leave! Leave and never come back! I'm kidding. It's supposed to thumbs down.
One of these days, I just hope that you say, I am not kidding. And just
get out
I'm
of
curious.
my chat! Oh, we just lost
So it goes
200 viewers.
Oh, look, Kraid, the unnecessarily
Kraid.
needed.
I think my Twitch chat froze. They're not saying anything. Wakey, wakey, Twitch chat.
Okay, so good
Double
quick
boss
kill.
fights. Very nicely done from Nitro. Son says we left.
I mean, what did you expect after you yelled at them?
I mean, I was expecting the PRKD folks to come out of their hidey hole to say about the Metroid method. So
I believe that.
they came out so hard the other day when I mentioned that. They're like, wait a minute, what about PRKD?
It gotta be like some buzzwords that you can use. That's when you bring in the hot topic, like hot take convos out.
Mm-hmm. That Oats is in fact still The SM GOAT.
I just realized that Toaster still doesn't have supers.
Nope.
Because they were.
But
so
finally, they
late.
went fair tune. So Twitch chat, are you enjoying this? Yes. I think this has been a fantastic best of 3. The second seed has been horrible in terms of maps. Just
Yeah,
the
it has
room
been.
layout has been absolutely brutal.
Right. Still no sign of Metroids at all. Like, for all Toaster knows, he's not even playing Super Metroid because there's no Supers and there's no Metroids. He's just playing The Legend of Samus right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Metroid room right there.
Ta-da!
First one.
Metroid Room 3! Complete. Metroid
See how
Room
close
3
by they are.
complete, and down goes Dragon. Finally to the map, Stefan.
How many Metroid rooms here? Ain't no way.
I quit.
They're all. Are they all in wreck ship? Everything? Everything
Wreck
that you
ship
could
and
ever
already
ask
the
for?
I forgot all about the wreck ship. So we now have seen all 6.
Right. This is
This is-
disgusting.
This is terrible. And we are so here for it.
Wow. Everything that I said at the beginning of this race, when I said, oh, these can go pretty quick, especially when you're given Ice Beam at the very beginning of the seed. No, I am a liar and a degenerate and a filthy animal. I'm sorry for losing your trust.
No. Sephi Goat.
The only thing that could cure this melancholy feeling of no Metroids is...
Krabby Patty?
I guess Sports Spawn does kind of look like a green Krabby Patty.
Oh, Sephi wants a Sports Spawn fight.
I don't even know if I want. I just kind of need it at this point.
Yeah. Nice screw attack. I don't know why we're still collecting majors at this point, but why not?
It's all for the quality of life.
Oh, now I've got the Krusty Krab pizza song stuck in my head.
How did that song go again? I'm pretty sure chat wants to hear it.
Chat would want to hear it.
You can't sing it, you're gonna get DMCA'd.
Yeah, that was also part of what went through my mind too.
They're actually DMCAing for that song. That's kind of...
I'd
Gangster.
be shocked if they did.
I'd kind of applaud them.
Mhm.
All right, so Toaster got grapple. Now we know based on everything. Oh, there's gravity.
Here's your gravity suit, Steffi.
Yeah, that's where I meant gravity was, by the way.
Yeah, I did. See, chat, Steffi knew where it was the entire time.
I wasn't joking when I said it was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm safe after all.
You are safe. I mean, congratulations. I heard you say Edicoon's Tower. That's all I'm saying. I didn't hear Sandpit. I heard Edicoon's Tower.
Just these Discord just does things, Yeah, so the next step for Toaster here is gonna be hopefully finding those supers. But maybe they'd feel inclined to just go back to Aqueduct. I don't know.
Oh, it's a close map for Nitro.
Yes, it is. Everything's felt pretty close.
Yep. Oh, so close yet so far.
Yikes. All right, let's see these rooms.
I love it.
There we go.
It just took a trip through Parlor to get there. Metroid Room 2.
2. So Meridia has
Mother
one
Brain and the
and
other 2
4?
Metroids.
Mm-hmm. And that's on the other side of the map, isn't it? Like the whole planet?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a trip back through Nitro and Toaster's favorite area in Brinstar. I believe it was Torian to Meridia.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was.
Nitro, are you seriously gonna do this? You have 3 energy tanks.
You never know. Those Metroids don't.
He's gonna Crystal Flash in the acid.
Hold. Yeah, should be fine though. With gravity, this makes it so much more better.
Nicely done, Nitro.
It's definitely a problem when you have to do that with only Varia.
Nitro, please.
Oh, let's
You get
say.
the acid dive, you do not want to die to a Metroid.
Oh, this is cool. This is cool. To try to refill here? Like that?
Nice. Metroid Room 2 down. Shout
Yeah,
out
that's
to
a really great
Unforeseen
play.
Menace, doing a good job on tracking, by the way.
So I guess no spore spawn, huh?
Oh.
Shame. I don't know if I like this game anymore.
I like how someone in Twitch chat mentioned last seed. There should be an objective that's required sport spawn.
But Toaster gets his gravity.
Degrav suit. This is a tight mock ball. And hits it. Alright, Nitro's gonna begin the very long way on Torian.
So the interesting thing about this seed is that when you look at it all, it's not as bad. I guess anyone can argue, just go where the items are, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the very same time, it also kind of comes down to the types of plays that you try to make, because yes, what makes sense in hindsight, it's like, oh, of course they wanted me to go to do some Gary elevators or use grapple there, but essentially starting off with ice and then getting high jump and spring ball, you can already do a lot. Especially if you're not running into like super doors or anything that is like locked behind a super. Because they were still able to do a lot. I mean, just look at Toaster right now. This deep into the seed, almost 50 minutes, and still no.
Oh.
Still no supers.
Nope. That stinks. Question in chat, is Ridley required then? No. I don't think we saw anything by the Ridley door on the other side for it. I mean, it's quite possible there's still Metroid Room 4 there, but I think the other connecting room eliminates that. Nitro with almost a full tracker.
Oh, and that is also a tragedy for Toaster because no missiles means accidental.
Nice ice shield. Yeah,
It means that Toaster has to
power
powerbomb these things.
Mm-hmm. Toaster's done with Metroid Room 3.
And this is Frog Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the ceiling there.
Yep, that's Frog
knew that
Speedway.
you could-
Oh, hi, Big Pink.
Did we see this room in the first game at all? I can't remember.
Nope.
I'm surprised that we've gone
Yeah.
almost 2 full matches and just now are seeing Big Pink.
Or maybe we did. I don't know. It was so long ago. In a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, are we doing Ice Tech? No, going the long way. Long way home. Oh.
Oh,
yep,
hi, Mother
well,
Brain.
This is one of those moments where the frozen lettuce tech would go so hard. It just takes a bit.
Frozen lettuce?
Yes, frozen lettuce.
Please explain.
It's where you freeze the lettuce-looking fly enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And you use it to clip into the crumble block.
Interesting.
Clip through the crumble block to access the door right next to the hoppers in Big Pink.
Ah, okay. Nitro's just blind checking every door right now.
Yeah. This
Map 1 could have been a lot faster if Nitro had just done Kraid to begin with. But this map is horrible.
Yeah, this one is exhausting.
There they are.
They're all close though.
Toaster fighting Crocomire.
See right through this door. This crumble block right there. Use that fly lettuce frozen that lettuce enemy.
Oh, those guys.
Clip
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's finally decided to join us in chat. Hi, Techno Waffle. We kind of volunteered you for an exhibition match. Yeah, Waffle, we signed you up for an exhibition match where it's you versus Toaster, first thing in the morning.
Yeah, 100% breakfast
Mhm.
completion.
Or Waffle toasted. Either way, this has been a great best of 3, but this is all Nitro right now. It'll be interesting when we talk to them during the post-game interview. That, really curious to see what Nitro's thoughts are on this seed, and Toaster's too, for that matter. Because this has been brutal.
Yeah. It's, I really want to get to know what Toaster was thinking. Seeing the done on Nitro's end.
Yeah.
During the escape, because I think one of the first things that comes to mind, or that you start thinking, is, you know, oh, if the lava dive hadn't gone the way that it did, or if I didn't have to reset Dragon. Had Toaster won that, because he was in a really strong position towards the end, but it's just that hecking lava dive. If Toaster won that, we could be seeing a game 3 right now, but...
Oh, absolutely.
But sometimes these map randos just end up being whatever happened right now to Toaster, where you spend an entire hour, almost an entire hour, you know, finding your supers that he just did right now, actually.
Finally. First supers of 56 minutes in. That really stinks. Alright, here we go. Remember, it's just a Mother Brain 1 fight. 18 projectiles to break the tank, and that's it. Escape timer. Sorry, folks, forgot about the game. Get it in real quick, real quick. What's the escape timer gonna be?
Minute 30.
Minute 45.
Well, okay, it's way off. I did
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that's like me trying to find a name in the phone book that starts with the letter S and guessing Samsonite based on someone's suitcase. Gosh, I was so close. We were both close.
We were. It's craziness. Dun 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 dun.
Is it really for that much?
Go,
I'm
Nitro,
trying to
go.
think. Don't worry, Toaster. Sweet relief is almost here.
And so, for those of wondering, no, there will actually be no exhibition game between Waffle and Toaster. Though it would be really fun to see in this tournament.
I think Toaster just wants some pracky here.
Probably. Question in chat, are there any more races after this? No, this is the only race today. So, your races this week. Tomorrow, there's only one best of 3, and that's Sunwoo Farmer versus Andy. Thursday, Mo versus his beardness at, well, 12 a.m. Game number 1. Then we get into actual races. I'm just kidding, no. Needle versus Loptier, game number 2 is going to be Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Big matchup, Anthony versus Aussie. Aussie getting his first crack at some official game action as the number 2 seed. That's the best of 3 starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Holy moly. Yeah, that one's gonna be a good one. I really missed a lot of names the other day where I was naming off like people that could take the championship, the first place in this entire tournament, but wow, everyone's really in this tournament. That's awesome.
Yep,
It's good to
awesome.
see. Nitro.
Mm-hmm. He does it.
Now go ahead, take us out.
He does it. He finishes in first place and is just happy to be done with this race. GG's to Toaster, but Nitro, 2-0 victory.
So GG gave both runners a follow. They played their hearts out, especially in that first race. That first race was something to behold. That's what I do like about these races. I like how it can be up in the air and potentially, not the top seed could potentially I don't know, have to do a lot more, right? And end up taking a loss. That volatility, I think, just makes it so much more accessible. And it has you play I don't know, it has you kind of go into overdrive and you're like, okay, well, I clearly made the wrong mistake and I have to just book it and try to make a lot of time, like what happened in that first race where Nitro had to rely on just all that movement tech and ended up securing the win. But yeah, GG once again to Nitro and to Toast.
That's right, GG's. And speaking of our racers, the Toasty One himself has joined us here for a little post-game interview. Toasty One! GG's.
How's it going? Thanks.
Well, we're
you can't
better
say them all
than how
cleanly.
you were. That second seed was horrible.
Oh no!
Indeed.
It's worse than this seed. I just did not. I messed up the beginning of that one so badly. I just couldn't get those down presses right. Not blaming my controller. I cleaned it up the other day, but my hands were like nope.
That jump into the Yahtzee hole, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah.
It couldn't sound any grosser, but I'm sorry, Hockey. I just defiled your strat. Is very at first when I saw Nitro go to do that, even I questioned myself. I'm like, is this in logic? And I guess it is apparently, but
yeah.
The reason for that is because of its difficulty. It's not easy to make that jump and then morph immediately without having to fall down over and over again in those sandfalls.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my weaker tricks. So I was but there's always another trick. But yeah, that was besides that, I think it was what would have shaped up to be a really strange seed because I didn't know which way to go after. I went to criteria and it's like this seems a little off. The sand pits didn't seem to do anything. I was about to do the snail climb up and I'm thinking knowing the game's logic settings, going out of logic sometimes really punishes you. Turns out I was punished either way, but It happens sometimes.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
those sand pits, the aqueduct. That's what I wanted to ask Nitro about because supers were so deep into the seed, and I know you could either go that direction, go into aqueduct, or I think you found your supers in another location. Correct? I think you found them before returning to aqueduct.
Yeah, so the
Nitro?
logic on that second seed was pretty crazy. And GG's Toaster, by the way.
I think it's GG's.
Yeah, so I also, was kind of confused and like stun locked on what the seed wanted you to do there. But it was the ice clip. That's actually the logic that it wanted, is to do the ice clip in Edacoons. It's you get tanks to get the X-ray in Torian. You fight Fantoon, see the major there, then you're supposed to go get another tank to get that X-ray, and that X-ray puts the ice clip in logic, and that was actually I'm pretty sure at least, unless I don't think there was any other supers. I think you had to do that in logic at least.
So I got supers somewhere in where was I? Oh gosh, I let so I got them in a wreck ship. Somehow I made it there.
Ship. Oh wow.
And supers were next to I think crab hole. And I was just like, okay. Sure. But I was thinking once I got gravity and saw X-ray that early, I was like, oh, okay, I want you to clip there. And I would have done the clip earlier, but I actually only know how to do that clip with high jump without X-ray because it's easier to time, I feel. So,
Right.
And then at that point, I was like, oh, at that point when I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get this X-ray clip anytime soon. I'm soon to go. I was like, oh, this is where I lose. But turned out the seed was a mess.
Unfortunate. It was. Both of these seeds were pretty rough for me at least. Maybe the first seed.
I don't know. I mean,
the first.
We're just gonna call you V2. I miss Crate Nitro. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh no.
So the first seed. So okay. Okay. First of all, this is cope, but it's totally cope. That was straight up not my fault. Actually, not my fault. So I didn't overlook Crade. I never saw it in the first place. It was never on my map at any point,
Fair.
which is my fault, I suppose, that I never scroll over there. But like, it's wreck ship. What is all that nonsense doing over there?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Crade
that's
was in
straight
the
up.
corner.
That's not my fault. I'll say that was not my fault. It's cope. It's a lot of cope, but
No, you know what? I agree. Because here's the thing. What is ever in wreck ship?
I mean,
A lot if you paid attention to the last couple races, the last couple days.
We'll be honest.
Okay.
Because even we didn't notice Crade the first time. Like we all just did not see him at all. I think there were other items there.
Somebody didn't scroll all the way to the right.
Majors in Crade, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It was a long glide web chip.
That was pretty wild, and it's because of that. Yeah, we were kind of like baffled. Like, wait, it's Nitro. Like, there's no way he overlooks or doesn't scan the entire thing, right? It's literally Nitro.
Yeah, we didn't think anything of it.
All calculated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have been more thorough with it, but like it's wreck ship. Like the reason I wasn't thorough is because it's wreck ship. Like you see all that and you're like, okay, cool, that's it. Like I'm not gonna scroll all the way to the right when I came from the right, you know? Like it's just it's very strange.
Fair.
And and anyway, for me to have won that seed, I will admit it was extremely lucky for Grav to not be there, for Grav to be the one item you can't get. Because if Grav was there, like, I'm just losing by 15 minutes, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like, that was very fortunate for me.
I look at this.
I
was worried when I got to Mother Brain. I was fighting Mother Brain. I got to escape. I was like, why is Nitro? There's no what happened? What disaster befell Nitro that Nitro's not done yet?
Yeah, it was fairly disastrous.
Yeah. Although if I didn't mess up the lava dive without gravity and everything, and then didn't have to fight Dragon twice, there's a very good chance I would have gotten that first game.
Yeah, you would have had it.
Yeah,
you were in such a good, strong position.
Too, actually, I did. Yeah,
I forgot you could freeze those. I completely forgot you could freeze those.
Lava dive.
That was such a great game one.
That was a hard
It
seed
was.
too. Like that seed was
Mhm.
just straight up
I-
difficult.
I was surprised that you went for the double spring ball jump. 'Cause-
Honestly, for some reason, I'm super comfortable with spring ball jumps, and for whatever reason, I don't know why I didn't want to do because I was worried about I was gonna fall, miss the arc and fall again. So I was like, let me just do the spring ball jump.
Oh, well, you know, it's funny because I was referring to Nitro's double spring ball
okay,
jump
that one.
out of
Yeah,
Dragon.
just wanted to play it
okay.
safe. I didn't want to risk anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then but true though, to your credit though, Toaster, you doing that spring ball jump out of lava dive was still also really cool because I don't think a lot of people have seen it, me included, not seen that done. So that was some really smart thinking. Also, in where you did gain a little bit of time is being able to jump, like doing the mid door transition gravity jump out of Dragon's that one was big because it was looking kind of scary for Nitro at first.
Yeah, that's good to get that. I do of course know that it's possible, and I tried it once and I messed it up once, and then I was just like, okay, I don't. Kind of my philosophy is like, if I mess something up, I like don't want to waste time trying it if I'm not like 100% confident with it. So I'm like, I don't want to like be sitting here reloading this over and over again because I don't like exactly know how it works. So I'm just gonna do the double spring.
Yeah.
Of course, it sucks because I messed up the double spring ball like 6 times. So it was terrible. But
Yeah, you got to pick your poison at that point.
yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
I will forever remember that that first match. That one was so good. I'm sorry for what you were put through with that second seed, but it's all in the past. And congrats on your win, Nitro. And yeah, keep it up, Toaster. You're chilling. It's all in just getting familiar with the strats.
Yeah, thanks, and again, congrats to Nitro. Those are fun races, honestly, despite the seeds being what they were. But,
For sure. Yeah, thanks y'all, and GG's to you as well, Toaster, and good luck going forward.
GG's.
Oh, well, that means I'll get us on out of here. Toaster and Nitro, GG's. Congrats to both of you. A very fun best of 3. Steffi, pleasure doing commentary with you. Unforeseen Menace, thank you so much for the tracking. And for all of us here at SpeedGaming, to all of us in the SM Map Rando community, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this tournament. We will see you next mission.